In university, we play a game. I don't know if you played it. It's with a very good teacher. I won't name the name, but
Okay, well, you're gonna have to tell me after because
uh,
we'll see if I recognize this game.
yeah. So we play the game. So the teacher hand out the rules for the game for like 10 tables. We had 10 tables. Each table has like 5 people or whatever. And the teacher handed out the rules, and then we started playing. And then after 5 minutes, we switched tables. We switched like groups to play with, basically. And then we went to the next table, and the next table. Slowly, people started fighting and arguing. And everybody thought they were right. And everybody thought the other person was dumb and not listening to them, not listening to reasons, because they're not following the rules of the game. They're like playing things that don't make sense. And at the end, the teacher came out and said, the rules I gave each table is different. So
Oh yeah, I played this.
all of you, like they all mostly look the same, but then there are minor differences. So all of you were playing based on different rules, and then that's the rules you have in your head, and you're arguing against them, and they have a different rule set in their head. So they think you're dumb, and you think they're dumb, but then it just, the differences between you two has nothing to do with who's dumb.
Mm.
I think that actually I remember vividly. That hit pretty hard. Not many things I remember from school, but that's one of the things I remember. And I think that's a very good point. And that happens a lot in real life in all sorts of situations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why, like in this case and in my situation, or even just in our relationship now, it's just like, okay, maybe you're looking for a different result. That's why I'm trying to understand like what the
Mhm.
other person is trying to get at. At the end of the day, like they see something that I don't. What is it? And like, why don't I see what they see, you know?
Yeah, just add on real quick to the rule set. The rule set of the game is basically your perspective to life. When you hold a different perspective than other people, you're like living on a different dimension. Like you argue, even if it seems like you're arguing about the same thing, you're not. So you never agree. So
Yeah.
if you don't see it from the other you don't try to understand their perspective, where they're coming from. Like it's something that you say this a lot. Like a lot of people say this a lot. It's like, why do they do that? Why they do
Mhm.
that? You say that because you don't have their perspective. You don't come from where they come. If you had their childhood and upbringing and education, all of that, you would do the same thing as them. So the reason they do that is now because it's like a result of all of the life experience combined that led them to that moment in life that make that decision. So if you judge them, their decision making based on your life experience, then it's a completely out of sync.